Hey there, this is Sarah May, copywriter, online marketing strategist, and founder of sarahsecret.ca. Today, I'm going to teach you the science to a high converting sales call. Now, it's not that tricky, it's more of a mindset. So, what I mean by that is if you're getting on a sales call, just thinking about making some money and getting to the end result, which is a paycheck, then you've already lost the battle. At the same time, if you're getting on a sales call and you're afraid of your customer and you're afraid of what they're going to say or what questions they're going to ask, then you've already lost the battle. You need to realize that when someone gets on a phone call with you, that means that they already see you as the authority figure. They see you as the authority in that area that you're offering them information. So you just need to relax and accept your role. And really, the key to a high converting sales call isn't giving information at all. You might give your one-liner. The way I would do it is I would start with just small talk. I would find a way to relate to them. So first of all, if you do some research on the person you're getting on a call with first, there's a really good chance you can find something that you can relate to. Maybe you went to the same school, maybe you went to visit their city at some point in the past year, maybe you know someone, maybe you have a mutual friend, you never know. There's always some way to relate to people. It could be as small as you have the same dog, okay? So go and research your customer first. Once you've researched them, I want you to start the call with just small talk and getting to know them a little more. I don't care if you talk about the weather or, again, the dog, the same dog that you have. You need to laugh. You need to help them relax. If you want to crack a couple jokes, small jokes, then go right ahead. Be yourself. Show your personality, because people buy from people, not from businesses. After you've done the small talk and you're both feeling comfortable, you can give them your one-liner. You can say, so just to start, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Tell them who you are, how you got into the business, and how you help your clients. After that, I want you to start asking questions. This is the key to a high converting sales call. Asking engaging questions that makes your customer think about why they need you. So some questions you might ask are, what are your goals for this year? I would say, tell me about your business and your goals for this year. That makes them think. They're going, well, maybe I want to make $100,000 more this year. Maybe I want to, I want my branding to be complete by the end of this year. They're realizing, if they thought they needed you before, after you ask them what their goals are, they're going to realize how much they really do need you. I would also ask, after they've told you what their goals are, I would ask, why do you think you haven't reached your goals yet? That makes them bring up the pain points. And whatever they tell you, I want you to write that down. As soon as they say it, write it down. Just make a quick little note. Because those are the pain points. Those are the selling points that you're going to bring up at the end of the sales call. Okay? So just ask them a bunch of questions. Ask them, what I would ask is, what kind of marketing have you tried so far? What hasn't worked? What has worked? How big is your team? How long have you been in business? The key, when people are talking about themselves, that's when they view you as the expert. You're already the authority figure. They assume that you know your stuff. So the people, when you're asking questions, they're going to try to impress you. They're going to feel like they need to come up with some answers. They're going to be the ones filling the silence. After you've asked all the questions, you can say, that's great, and you can give them, at that point, I'd probably give them two or three tips of advice. Right? So I might say, I really think Facebook marketing would be a good choice for you. This is what you can do starting today. Or I really think email marketing would be a good choice for you. What you should do is start collecting leads by doing this, and then email 2 to 3 times per week, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So I'm going to give them a small step-by-step strategy of what they can go do themselves starting today. Be open with your knowledge. Give your best stuff for free. Okay, don't hold back. People realize if you're just giving them fluff, they're going to be like, oh, well, I could have read that on a blog somewhere. So give your best advice for free. Give exact advice, specific advice, okay? After you've given them advice, I would say, they would say, oh, thank you. I really feel like I know what I'm doing now. I have a clear vision. And then you're going to say, absolutely, if they haven't brought up your prices or your packages by now, I want you to, after they say thank you, you would say, oh, you're very welcome. I love to help people out. And I want you to stay quiet. Stay quiet until they fill the silence. And when I say fill the silence, I don't mean, okay, nothing like that. We'll let them fill the silence. It's human instinct. If you go quiet in any conversation, people are automatically going to want to fill the silence. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to stay quiet. The first thing that's usually going to pop in their head is going to be one of two things. It's going to be, well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. If they say that, that means they're probably dodging your services, right? But at that point, I would still say, absolutely, you're very welcome. By the way, did you need any more copy support? Or did you need any more support with your Facebook marketing or your online marketing? And if they say yes, then you can say, oh, great. I have one package in mind that I think would be great for you. And then you can give them the details about that. If they say no, don't push any further. Don't be that person who's pushing the sale or anything, that's sleazy. Nobody ever buys that way anyway. And if they do buy from a sleazy salesperson, they always regret it after and they're asking for their money back. So it's just not worth the effort. So if they say no to your support, say, thank you, I'll follow up with you in a couple weeks to see how you're doing, whatever you want to say. If they say yes, they need support, again, you can go into the packages. Now, that's if they ask, okay, so that's if they say, thank you for your time. If, when you go quiet, they say, they're usually, not 80%, I would say maybe 60% of the time, they'll ask about your packages just to fill the silence, right? So when you go quiet, and they're usually going to say, so tell me a little more about your services. And you'd say, oh, yes, absolutely. There's a couple of things that I offer everything, but there's one package in particular that I think would be great for you. By letting them ask about your services, they don't feel like you're pushing the sale. It's all them. The fact that they asked, they're like, oh, well, I must need this service because I'm asking about it, right? I wouldn't ask if I didn't need it. So it's a little psychology trick. It works great. If they ask, your conversion rate is going to be around 90% if they're asking about your services. So it's great. That silence, it's going to feel weird, but literally just grab your lips, like do not talk, let them fill the silence. Okay? So that's my tips for a high converting sales call. And then again, if you're telling them about a package at the end and you say the investment is whatever it is, let's say it's $1,000. At that point, you probably want to charge $997. So I would say the investment for this whole package, let's say 30 days of support, blah, 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 is $997. Again, go silent, say nothing, let them fill the silence. Usually, even if someone's quiet for a little while, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have a problem with the price. It could just be that they're thinking about it. They're digesting that initial sticker shock. Okay, so stay quiet after you say the price or the investment. Just stay quiet and they'll be like, okay. Again, be quiet. Don't start blabbing on about all the extras they get and why you think it would be great. Let them come up with the reasoning by themselves. Okay? And then if they say, oh, that's too much, you should always have a downsell in mind. A smaller package that's similar. And then if they say, oh, yeah, that could work, and be like, great. I can have it to you by this date, blah, blah, blah. I'll send you over the invoice and the contract now, and we can get started. Okay? So it's very simple. You don't need to be afraid of the sales call, okay? Another thing, do not call it a sales call anymore. Call it a strategy session, call it a discovery call, whatever it is. Don't say sales call or people are going to run the other way. Okay? So please reach out to me if you need any help with your copywriting. My email will be in the description below if you want to throw me an email. And yes, reach out to me if you need help and have a good day.